Are you stuck between natural medicine and traditional medicine?
What we mean is that you're realizing that traditional medicine doesn't have all the answers and you're tired of taking meds that have some pretty awful side effects and you want to actually get your body back to health naturally.
When I started researching how to help my blood pressure naturally, I began using some breathing techniques. You wouldn't think would have such a big impact, but doing it consistently and over time really impacts your overall health.
We've just been trained to put all our confidence in someone else's hands when it comes to our health. The problem with that is that oftentimes the other person doesn't have the time or knowledge to figure out our problem.
If you or someone you know has or is struggling with how to improve their health and they've been told that it's all in their head or there's nothing that can be done, etc., we have lots of hope for you and them, so stay tuned.
We've learned that sometimes we need a perspective shift.
First, we need to realize that our body is amazing and it gives us clues when there is a problem. Because we're the ones living in it, we need to take the most responsibility for taking care of it. It really doesn't make sense to put all of that in someone else's hands that we only see a few times a year for 15 minutes at a time, which is pretty much all that a traditional doctor has to spend with you. And they're not always trained to look for the root cause. They're trained to prescribe meds that manage symptoms they know about.
So if you're like us, you've gotten to that point where you want answers to your health issues and you want to fix them, not just manage the symptoms, because you actually want to feel good, you want to be mobile, even if that just means getting up and down off the floor.
If you're open to learning from alternative doctors or other people who have been studying health for years and improving their own issues and helping other people improve issues, then you can figure some things out and probably start to improve your own health.
However, at some point, you might need to seek out some type of alternative doctor. Sometimes it's worth paying some money to actually get answers and solve your health issues. Because at the end of the day, our health is the only real thing we have. Nothing in life matters if your health is stopping you from enjoying the world around you.
Sometimes it's worth finding someone who can do different tests, like a stool test or the Dutch test or a saliva or hair test, and then see a better picture of what's really happening in your body.
Sometimes you need to seek out other solutions, things you haven't heard about. You just need to try something different. And sometimes you need to spend the money on a doctor that your insurance doesn't cover.
Alternative doctors are interested in the root cause. What's really the issue? We might think it's our knee when it's actually something going on in our ankle or our foot or our spine. These doctors want to get to the source of our problem.
But you might find that you can't afford to go to them. So now what?
You might just need to change your perspective on it. Like, what can you do and not spend your money on in your life? I've known a lot of people who couldn't afford healthy food, but then could afford a $300 tattoo or maybe going out for like a night of drinks. So remember, it comes down to what you find important.
How important is your health? Remember, it's literally the only thing we have, and having tons of money but totally awful health doesn't do you much good.
Grab our free gift in our bio because it's literally packed with ways to improve your health naturally.